Well, hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Nice warm day here in Adelaide. It's about 34 degrees is the forecast. It's quite warm in here. I haven't turned on the air conditioning as yet, but I might have to before too much longer. Anyway, the warmer weather in Australia means cricket season. Even though reading today's paper, you would think that football season's still in full swing as well, because they're all talking about who's in the latest draft to play in the AFL and all that sort of stuff. But there's still quite a bit about the Test cricket that's starting the series between India and Australia, which is starting on this coming Friday. That's tomorrow, isn't it? I think at the West Australian Cricket Ground, WACA. I think that's where it is. And so that should be a really interesting game. Well, for many years, I've been taking cricket photos. I think I might have spoken about that before on this channel. And so there's quite a collection. One day I'm thinking I'm going to put all my photography into a book on cricket, both at the test level, state level, and also district cricket level. I've taken a lot of photos, and school cricket, but I wouldn't put those ones of the grandkids playing and all that sort of stuff. Well, I might put them in a book, I suppose. Anyway, so today I'm going to be talking about cricket. And my name being Jeff Thompson, you might ask yourself the question whether I was also an Australian fast bowler. Well, I was, but not the one that played all the test matches for Australia. He spells his name with a J and Thompson without a P, and I'm the other way around, G and with a P. And but I did play some cricket as an opening bowler way back in the day in the local district cricket competition. A few A-grade games, played against a few first-class players, and got a couple of wickets at that level. And but I was always breaking down with bad backs, and that was really why I didn't probably play for Australia. Well, there's probably a lot of other reasons. Anyway, so in fact, today's paper is this is the advertiser today, and there's an article here about fast bowling because India has got a good fast bowler called Jasprit Bumrah. And there's a picture of him there bowling, and they're analysing how he bowls the ball and how he's so difficult to face up to in the cricket world. And they really go about that in quite some detail there. And I know they're saying he's quite unique, but I don't think he is. I've seen other bowlers bowl with a similar action to him and get wickets. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. I am going to put a link underneath. I'm going to put a link underneath where on my blog I've got lots of stuff about cricket on my blog, my original blog that I started off about 13 or 14 years ago. 2009 I started it. So what's that? What are we now? That's 15 years ago, isn't it? Anyway, so I've got a lot about cricket on there and lots of photos. I used to take a lot of photos at the Test cricket at the Adelaide Oval. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share one of those blogs from the past. During the cricket season, I'll do a bit more of this, and I'm going to show you some pictures on that blog. I'm going to share the screen, go straight to my blog post, and read a little bit of it and show you some pictures. I'll also put a link underneath to where I've talked about fast bowling and what I think it's all about. Not that I would know any better than anyone else, really, but I did do a fair bit of it. So anyway, there you go. So let's just see if we can share the screen. Here's my hat-trick ball. I got a hat-trick with that playing high school cricket. 7 for 17 one day against Norwood High School, I think it was. And all of the wickets that I got were caught except one. The one I got my hat-trick with, clean bowled the guy with a full toss. There you go. So that was the actual ball that I used to get that hat-trick, the only hat-trick I ever got. Went close to getting hat-tricks before, but anyway, that's beside the side. So let's share the screen. Now you should be able to see that. This is from my blog. It's called Jeff Thompson's blog. You can see over here the a link to my YouTube channel, my Going Deeper with God link, which is another blog, Jeff Thompson Photographics, which is another blog, Jeff Thompson's Photography Trading Posts I don't use too much. My Christian YouTube channel, I don't put a lot on there, but this one here is a lot of the Christian articles I actually move across to there, and lots about photographics and photography training, wedding photography, all sorts of things on there. So when you start watching this, look that up. You can go through on my YouTube channel and find all those links there as well. And particularly if you go through to the one for my blog, and then you'll get all those links. So anyway, this was back on the 11th of December 2014, and Australia was playing India. And I'll just read it. You can probably read it yourself. Yesterday, I had a day out at the Test cricket between India and Australia at the Adelaide Oval, an absorbing day's cricket. It was full of tension due to the psychological barriers all players have been facing since the recent death of Australian player Philip Hughes. That was just talked about in the paper last weekend, I think, when Philip Hughes was a Australian Test player and wonderful young man, but got uh, he died after a result of being hit by a ball on the side of his helmet, and while he was playing, which was very sad, and it affected all the players that played with him, and affected most of us who follow cricket. Anyway, I said here, I came away having enjoyed the cricket, but uncomfortable about where the game is going, and the demise of what was the world's best Test cricket ground at the Adelaide Oval. This was around about the time when they were making a lot of changes to the Adelaide Oval, and I didn't like the changes. I still like the old Adelaide Oval, but as we go through these cricket series, you'll find that I've got a lot of photos of the old Adelaide Oval when it was how it used to look. But still, it's a great cricket ground and probably still arguably the best cricket ground there is, although some of those ones that you look at in India and on the continent are amazing with the backdrops of the Himalayas. So anyway, nonetheless, I took my usual share of pictures and a few are here. So I'm just going to, when you click on these on my blog, these enlarge. So we'll just click on there. Whoops, hang on, there we go. I'm not sure who that's bowling. It could be Ryan Harris. I'm not sure he was bowling in this game. This is India batting, of course. I've got so many cricket photos. I haven't got them all captioned and labelled, but I took these photos from the now non-existent chapel stands that were beautiful stands. It was beautiful sitting up there, and you had nice shade and coolness, and I thought they were great. But anyway, someone's just made a 50. Not sure whether it was VJ or Pajara got the 50. Might have been VJ. That's Mitch Johnson down the bowler's end bowling, and he bowled very hostile on this particular day in that game and was very quick and dangerous. You'll see also maybe a shot here somewhere of Nathan Lyon when he had hair. There's the Indian flag. That's Mitch Johnson signing an autograph on a little bat for a young fan. And there he is in full flight, and whoever he's bowling to is playing a hook shot. Now, this is Nathan Lyon coming into bowl. You can just see in that one some hair on him. And we go back to the other end now. And Mitch Johnson, still Mitch. A catch taken out in the outer, a little bit blurry, but that happens when you try and take catches and you're not, didn't have the greatest equipment at the time I was doing that. Virat Kohli now, he's all in the news now. He just made 115 that day. And that was back in 2014. It's 10 years later now, and they say his form had dropped quite a bit. But everyone's a bit worried that he might regain his form because when he's in form, he's a very good player. Johnson again. You notice all the slips cordon and every one all around the bat there. Scoreboard. I've got thousands of photos of the Adelaide Oval scoreboard down through the years of Australia playing the different test countries. And have a look at that Australian side. You've got Johnson as the opening bowler, Ryan Harris, Peter Siddle, Nathan Lyon, Mitch Marsh was in the team, Shane Watson, Smith, what's his name? Oh, dear me. Anyway, Smithy and Dave Warner and Michael Clark, and they used to call him Buck Rogers. Can't remember what his first name was. And Bryce Haddon, I think it was, who was the wicketkeeper. And then you've got that's a pretty good Indian cricket team over there too. Steve Smith, it is who I'm thinking of. So let's see what the next one is. One going through to the keeper. Pretty lethal he was. This is the last shot I'm going to show you, but Pigeon had retired. if you don't know who Pigeon was, that was now I've forgotten who Pigeon was. You know who Pigeon was. Anyway, he had retired, but he was watching because there he is. Pigeon was his nickname, and I'll put it underneath. Why can't I remember his name? I'm getting old. Anyway, I'll go back to where I was. Stop the sharing. Here we are. I'm back. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a look at cricket photography on Adelaide Oval. And when Australia played India a while back, I've got about three, maybe four series. I didn't go every day. One year I went about 4 days in a row to the cricket. Could have been in that series because a friend of mine was able to get me some tickets into the members stand and at his expense or at his cricket club's expense, I think, which was really good. So anyway, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that little sojourn. I'll put the link underneath about my fast bowling expertise, or what I consider the art of fast bowling is. I'm planning to interview a friend of mine who was a top district cricket in Adelaide fast bowler in the same club as me for many years, and I think he still holds the record at the club for the number of wickets taken. I have mentioned to him about coming on here to do an interview, and I'm hoping to be able to do that soon. And uh, that'll be wonderful. So, thanks for watching. Like if you like, subscribe if you wish, and I'll see you next time. I'm just going to end the screen.